begin. Let's begin. Hi guys, welcome to my stream today. But before we start, let me just show you also, share my transactions, my personal transactions for the day. Remember what I've shared yesterday? I still holding my long position in BTC Perpetual, which I entered at around 50.8. This is just above the CMC gap of around 50,750. I still also hold the ADA perpetual futures that I bought around the FIB 0.786 around 2.56, while the rest, the FTT, Solana and FTM, I got stop out at a small, more or less above my entry price. Um, and then the profit from them, I bought and added my holdings to FTM, and also I buy some Karja or Kai Kai coins. And today, actually, I'm also looking for other good, fundamentally good coins that I want to hold long term. As what I've mentioned before, I'm more on holding coins rather than tokens, because I think in the future it will be um, a battle of coins. Like, for example, if in Forex we have some top forex pairs, I think in the future that's also what's gonna happen to crypto. So yeah, I'm just buying good altcoins. And yeah, I think let's see how the chart goes today. And yeah, for today, I also do some scalp, but I already closed it. A gold near and a few some others. So let's begin first with this with the BTC. Well, I hope you're not liquidated, because if you're liquidated, I think you should review your um how you manage risk well, because yeah, during my um first few trades, first few months in trading um perpetual contracts, perpetual futures, I also got liquidated. So for those who are trading perpetual futures or time-based futures, as much as possible, if you have long position, the liquidation should be an NA, or a zero liquidation. So that's mostly what's my liquidation if I'm in a long position. But if I have a short position, automatically, even if I have one just one position size, there is a liquidation there. So I manage the long and short position differently. For long positions, I can do tranche. For short position, automatically just once, and then market stop. So I think yesterday. I also shared yesterday that I bought at, I long at 50.8, which I'm still holding at the moment, and I did not buy. I did not buy another long positions today, or I did not add, but I do plan to add maybe tomorrow, depending on how the market direction will be. So I will be using the candlestick and the Renko chart, and I'll also use the EMAs. I don't know if let's also try to look at this one, the divergence indicator. So maybe let's look at the long-term chart first, and then the short-term charts. I think if you have watched my previous videos, my long-term view is still the same. And as what I've mentioned, I just forgot when, but I'm expecting a possible 35% correction, which is what happened during this second cycle, which is 37% correction before that the last 3 months push. For here, actually that's 34,000, and if if it still continues, possibly that's the worst that it could get. And then the long term, I mean the 3 months bullish candles that could possibly on conservative note hit the 100,000 or more than 100,000. Actually, it's how did I get that? It's actually the compounded annual growth rate of BTC over the 9 years, over the previous 9 years. That's 119, or we can also use this one, which is the 113,000. If with hyper bullish target at more than or close to 300,000. And worst case is to fill the CMC gap at 97, or this the lower support here, or the lower trend line here. So now let's just move on to this one. Let's just use the normal one, and I'll use the daily, and then I'll add the EMA. For moving average, I use the exponential moving average 30 open, high, low, close, and the other one is 60. Also, the source is open, high, low, close. So how to use these EMAs? Normally, if there is a golden cross, it's a bullish indicator. If there's a dead cross, it's a bearish indicator. Also, we can also use this EMAs as a possible support and resistance. Like for this one, it acts as a support. So that's why actually I'm just watching it early this morning. I mean it's morning already. I mean yesterday. Just the time zone, but I'm just looking at it early today, and and if you look at it, it's actually holding, or I mean it bounced at EMA 60, which is here. So yeah, I'm just waiting for it to break this 30 EMA, which is the $47,000, and I think it seems like it will break it, and then possibly, hopefully, will back to that 52 or 53 area, around this area. So what's my immediate immediate support is, we can, as what I mentioned, we'll just use this one, the EMA, which is the 44, and then the resistance is this one, the previous one. I mean this first. I mean this one, the EMA white, which is the 47. And I think it will break that, and then this area around the 52 to 53 area. Now let me also, maybe we can also look at this. Though the RSI is 47, it's already below, below the regular bullish, which I think could possibly be reverse and continue it to reversed and possibly go up tomorrow. It's actually close to its support here. It's support there and possibly here. So there's a possible sorry, there. Let's see if it holds at this area and reversed. But with how the candlestick is doing right now, I think it's more likely. Now let's move on to the other one, which is the Renko bar. The Renko chart. We'll just use the chart itself. Let me just hide that one because I'm not gonna use that. So using the Renko chart, as what I've mentioned, each Renko chart has its own support and resistance. So for this one, the support is the 45,000, the blue line here, and then the immediate resistance is just above it, or plus $2,500, which is the 47,500. If you look at the chart is the immediate resistance is 47, the EMA 30. So more or less it's just close to that candlestick resistance. Actually, I'm planning to uh, add in my long position if it form a bullish candle here, which is to that 50,000 area, because as what I've mentioned, I open it at more than 50,000, my existing one. So yeah, possibly I'm incurring a possible funding fees. So the immediate resistance is that 47,500. 47,500 is that 47,500. Breakout to that is that this previous one, the 52,500. If it break down the 42,500, the 45,000, possibly the 42,500. So as you can it's for me it's easier because you will just add 2525 or deduct 2525 to get the support area here in the Renko chart. But the 2,500 area, it could also change depending on the next bars. So I think that's what I can share for now. Oh, we could also look at the let's also look at the longer time frame, which is the weekly. So yeah, as what I've said, if you don't know the trend, you can look at the higher time frame, and then we'll add the EMAs. So here it did not even reach hit the this one, the EMA 30 of 41,000. So I think the long term trend is still intact, unless it will um break down and retest that 34,500. So that's the 34,500 or close to 34 is the it's also the possible 35 correction if it will repeat itself if it will repeat the cycle based on the previous second cycle, and that's also the EMA 60. So let's see how it goes. But as of now, actually, I'm not yet moving for BTC. I'll just wait until it is stabilized a bit. So there. Anyway, for my BTC long position, I have a zero liquidation, and normally I do four tranches, so to hit my position size. So I have nothing to worry. I have nothing to worry. Though it's incurring what's that? Funding fee. I don't know if funding income or funding fee, depending on the funding rates. So there. So is the right time to enter BTC after huge correction you're using for divergence? Tell the settings of your RSI indicator. Okay. Actually, for me, I entered the BTC too quite early. That's why I'm not moving right now. Because I thought that the CMC gap, after it filled the CMC gap, the 50,750, it will bounce. However, it did not and continue to fall. But if you look at the indicators, it seems like it's already holding. Look at the previous uh look at this one. It holds at EMA 60 and possibly this one. And aside from that, the indicator might, divergence indicator might hold at this area and possibly bounce. And if you look at the regular in bullish, it's the current RSI is already below the regular bullish, so possibly it might be a bullish um, reversal here, or possibly near the possible reversal, bullish reversal. So anyway, what's my settings? Actually, you just need to add the divergence indicator, and then after that, here the one that with the star, and then the settings is just the normal settings, but the my overbought level is 80 and the oversold is 20, which is the uh gray area here. This is 80, the overbought and oversold of 20. However, you can see that there is a regular bearish indicator here and a regular bullish. So you can also use that as a possible bullish or bearish indicator. Like for example, this one, there's already a bear. But sometimes is not actually showing some bears even if there is a bear or bull. But you can also use this one at the right side, which is this one. If actually if I did not long, if I did not go long at CMC gap, possibly I might go long at these levels. But since I did, I'll just wait for a confirmed reversal because I already have at 50,800. So I'll just add when it reversed. Or I confirmed a bullish Renko bar here, which is above the 47,500. So I'm just waiting because I don't want to add now because I already have the 50,800. What's his other questions there? Oh, I already tell the settings, and Actually, I for BTC, it depending on your plans. But for me, what I'm accumulating is alts. That's why I shared today what I bought. It's actually a long-term hold, which is the FTM and Kai that I've added after I closed my other long positions today, or which I mean I got which got stopped out at above my entry price. And yeah, actually, I'm still looking for other good coins. I just put some in my watch list, but I want to add the one that it's not. I mean the less than 100 million market cap or even below 10 million dollars. Because this one Polka that I already have it, and then Phantom. So the lower ones, even the Quantum I already have it. So yeah, I'm looking for a good a coin to hold. So okay, there's actually a doji here. So I think for me, I'm more on a possible reversal yesterday. I mean tomorrow, tomorrow, because there is a this is a doji at this area, which is a possible point of reversal. This I mean, oh, let me just turn off my alarm alerts. So there. You see, did you see this one? This is a doji, which is a possible reversal. So I think at this area, it's also a possible reversal. So let's see tomorrow. But normally depending on the trader's strategy, because normally I do test long, and then after confirmation I add another. Anyway, make sure that a good risk management for long positions is for me personally, have a zero liquidation or NA liquidation. So if you can see a liquidation in your position, it's not yet good enough. Wow, it's not yet good enough. Well, actually, that's very true. Cause I've been there also. I got liquidated so many times. So what else can I share today? ETH mostly all their ETH is much more bullish. Seems like it will okay. So let's see how it goes tomorrow. Actually, I'm looking at this as a possible bull flag, but then it just it just ruined it. Anyway, let me just okay, yeah. Alts is more um returning on the bullish side. Possibly hit that. Let's look at the wait. Let's just make just a few more. But if you look at the RSI, it's already at or I mean below the regular bullish. So expect a possible reversal here. to there. And what else? So, hmm, there's also yeah, okay. There's also a it's also the same. You can see the doji here. So, remember the Bitcoin a while ago. So, this one, let me just make it bigger. This one is actually a doji. Doji. This doji. I wait. This is the doji. So, possibly this. That's already the it, and it even did not retest this area. This today's candle. I mean, so hopefully it will continue, and the immediate resistance, the immediate support I'm looking at is the 3,000, and the resistance this area, the 4,000 area, and which is the price before the huge dump. Or you can also use this one, but I think it will retest this one area, and then possibly the all-time high from there. So I think this is just what I can share for now. Do I have a position? No, I don't have a position in Ethereum. Anyway, we can actually also use this one. Oh, here, as you can see in the Renko chart, let me just, or let me, we can actually delete this. As you can see in the Renko chart, it's actually forming a possible bullish bar. So, a possible reversal is coming. That the yellow ones. If you look at my settings, that is here. The projected up bars, the yellow one. So there. So the 3,200 is the support I'm looking at using this Renko bar, and then the resistance at 4,000 area. So, and then 4,2 as a strong resistance. It might possibly be a what's that, triple top. So just watch out for this. And here the 3-2 and the 4-2. I mean 4,000 to 4-2 as a possible resistance area. And then yeah, I think that's it for now. You can just use the fib if it went or break that area. So next spot, next target will be the more than 5,000 area. So the support at 3-2 and the immediate resistance at 4,000, breakout to 4,200 to all-time high. Because if you use the candlestick, the all-time high is actually more than 4,200 or close to 4,400 area. Because the Renko chart does not, if it did not form the size, it will not add a new bars. So there. So possibly instead of me adding BTC, I might look at Ethereum instead. So how to use RSI divergence? Oh, how to use it? Mm, let me just delete this one. So we'll use first this one, the candlestick. RSI divergence is actually the same as I mean divergence indicator is also the same as RSI. It's used the how to use RSI divergence. Ah, okay. I thought the RSI divergence this one. If there is a bear, actually first you need to set up first what's the overbought level and the oversold level, as what I've shown a while ago, where this is my overbought level is 80, and then my oversold is 20, which is the gray area. The gray area here on top, I mean at the top of the gray area here is the 80, and here is the 20. And then you can see here the regular bearish and the regular bullish and the RSI. This is your RSI, the um, orange one. Is that an orange or something? So how to use it? If the RSI or the divergence indicator or RSI also hit above your set overbought area, it's a possible sell. Like for example, this one, it's already the above the 80. Why I use 80? The normal is actually 70/30, but I change it to a to the normal is 70 and 30, but I change it to 80 and 20, so that it's I will capture I will capture the extreme, more or less close to a possible um reversals or extremes of that trade. Like for example, this one, since it's already above the 80, it's already a signal of a possible sell, since it's already at overbought area, so it might possibly go down. Oh, where is that? So which is dead. And you can also use this one, the regular bearish here. Its regular bearish even is at 73.72. For this one, yeah, we did not see this one. It's even indicated here, but I did not also see it. This one, it's already signaling a possible, what's that? A possible go down. I mean possible bear that it will reverse here. And then there it went down. And then what else? For bulls, a possible bullish is or a possible bulls is when the RSI is at below 20, below your set indicator, which is maybe 20, or you could also use this one, the if it's below the regular bullish. That's why I said a while ago that it could possibly reverse, since its RSI is already below the regular bullish. So I'm expecting a possible reversal from here. It did not necessarily mean that it will reach the 20. It could be also be higher. So there. Or you could also use this one. The where's that? Because this one is, you can also use this one as support, possible support and resistance also. So you can just use that. So here is a support, here is a support, and here is a support. So here, sorry. So here is also that support. Sorry. And there, here. Sorry. Oh, where is it? It moved. And then here. So once that it's hitting that 33.86, you can see that it bounce, bounce, bounce. So here in our current candlesticks, since it's what I've mentioned a while ago, which is below the regular bullish, it's a possible upside, this one. And if you even make it bigger, you can see that it's actually going higher, because it went below, I mean it went at 51.56 and it's now 52.60, so it's actually going higher. So yeah, I think a possible reversal is more likely. So there, and then you could use this again, the 73.72 as a possible bearish signal, or the 80, whichever comes first. So you should also look at it from time to time. So there, what other else? So what else did I trade today? Oh, actually, that's just, the FTT. Maybe I'll wait. I don't know if I will. Maybe next time. I think normally valuations could, you can normally should use this coin market cap, or maybe the project itself, because sometimes this is not updated. So you can also ask the project, especially for the circulating supply. So yeah, let me just look at the other ones, which is, oh sorry, I think I need to close that. The other alts, which is Solana. Oh, not this one. Sorry, not that one. This Solana. There's a lot of chewing, so let me just remove that so that we can start anew. It's actually the chart is actually very s- stiff up. Maybe possibly just use this one. We'll just use this Renko bar, because I think it's much simpler. Though this one, though we could also use this one, but I think this one is much simpler. Because normally right now most of my trades I use this one. Oh, maybe let's just use this one. Support at this area. It's actually reversed. It's actually sorry, there. And this one. Though there's a few dollar differences when it comes to support and resistance because of the wick in candlestick. So normally I use this Renko bar when, or I mean, I enter a transaction when there is a possible reversals, like for example this one, after the 2 or 3 bars. So remember, I mean, for candlestick normally it's white candles. I mean, three white candlestick, or three green candlestick, or three red candlestick. It's a possible signal for bear or bull. Here I also use that. So 1, 2. Normally at the 2, I already make a test buy, and then the 3 another buy, and on the fourth, that's the third buy. I mean long, or whatever it is. So there, so my target there is the 213 area. Support at 143. So I think it's much easier, much easier. Because at the end of the day, just where you will buy, the entry, the exit, and the possible risk, reward from it. Next possible target, if it break the 213, is this area, the 250 area. So if it reach that 250 area at these current levels, what's the circulating supply here? There. So that's a possible, well, let's just compute it, times 250. So 73 billion. So more or less above BNB. If it hit that $250 target. I think since Solana ecosystem is growing, more or less it could be closer to BNB. And in my opinion only. So, how do you analyze volume? Please tell me in detail regarding volume analysis. Normally, I don't choose the volume here because it's more on a specific exchange. Normally, I use the charts here, like for example, let's say Phantom. Because for coin market cap, or CoinGecko, you can see the whole, I mean, FTM, the whole transactions, I mean the whole volumes. Maybe you can use the maximum, or also this one, we can also use the maximum, or all. So here you can see here that there is already a volume here, volume uptick. Or you can also even use this one, the historical data of this. Here is the, that's an outlier. So August 30, they're already buying it. Or sometimes I do use the, and then yeah, just look at the chart if there is a price action from there. Mm, um, oh, if I use my drive, I will expose my email. So maybe next time you could also actually load this one and then just average that. And if it hit more than that average, that's also a possible buying or selling area. So depending on the trend of the of this one, of the chart. But for yeah, let me share the sand. Yeah, because I remember this one, because I use this one, all. I don't know why this is the chart already, because if I use the trading view, It's more on specific exchange. Because before it's not like this. It's maybe let's this try to use this one. It's even much worse. Hmm. Here on sand, you can see that at this area, it's actually on a long-term downtrend, and it picked up here. So if the price goes up with the volume, that's a possible signal of uptrend. Or you can also use a possible volume divergence if there is any. I just can't because the chart before it's not like that. It's normally a candlestick. So, but anyway, let's try to use this one. Though it's more on exchange specific. Sorry. That's it. I think the sun prep. Yeah, here. Cause I remember I'm normally trading the perpetual one, and then for spot I normally just buy and hold. Cause I'm mostly I think my biggest one is holding, and then just the futures is just for added. So there is a volume. Yeah, is an example of a volume divergence when the price or the price and the volume moves differently. So actually, I started buying at around this area. But it's along since this is a perpetual, not the what's that? Not a holding. So there. Or you can also use this one. That's actually the volume moving average. So if it went above it and the price also moves above it, that's also a possible buy. And if there is a strong selling pressure, that's also a possible selling pressure. Or the volume also is very high. So it's a confirmation of possible reversal. Like for example, this one. But normally, actually, I normally don't use this because most of my trades, since it's perpetual, normally is I trade the top 30 or 32 actively traded futures. So there. So I think that's it. That's just what I can share actually. What else? One is what's happening to Shiba? I think it's not on the top list, so I'm not. Wait, let's try to look at that. But it's something of. Oh, I see. Okay. Possibly so at support area already. Even the. Mm-hmm. And possible resistance. This. Possible strong resistance here. However, if I'm gonna trade the perpetual one, um might not be a profit attractive trade. Normally I trade if the RRR is more than or at least 2. Didn't that give it's not 2. So maybe let's try to look at so I might just pass it unless it I'd rather buy at breakout here. So I don't know. I don't know your strategy, but yeah, since I'm trading the risky asset, which is perpetual, uh, that's just how I trade. So there. What else? So yeah, if you have no other questions, maybe I'll end this stream and see you again tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow let's try to make some valuations. Actually, I wanted to share with you guys on how to make your own valuations. Like for example, for FTX token, or maybe we can also value other tokens using the coin market cap, which is the available data here, and yeah, a spreadsheet maybe. Yeah, actually I want to open this spreadsheet, but it might expose my email, so maybe next time. So I think that's it, guys. If you have other questions, feel free to ask, else I will end the stream. So maybe let's look at what's happening to one, Harmony one. Well, actually, I bought this one a few months ago. Wow, a few months ago. Yeah, cause normally I'm for holdings, I'm a buy and hold. Holding good coins. I do have small tokens, but I think the percentage of coins is just more than 75%. So what's with that harmonauts and what's that? Meetup. Okay. Was it an all-time high? No, not yet. So 22 cents. So close to all-time high. Oh, this one. Oh, let's try to look at ADA. I still have my long positions here, which I bought at this area. This fib. And my TP is the 2.95. Why? Because there is a doji there. Aside from the doji, a possible reversal. And if you look at this one, it's also the 2.95. Oh, it's already a possible reversal for ADA. So if that would be the case, normally I measure it the risk reward ratio and that. Because as what I've mentioned, each bar can be a 290. This is 295 and 2.27. Sorry. 295. Ah, and the stop level and 2 point 2.27 and 2.955. Did not yet even reach my 2 RRR, but I already have a position at what's that? Mm, 2.56. This one, the fib. So let's see how it goes. Oh, possibly there is what's that? The mainnet upgrade on September 12th. 3 days from now. Ah, yeah. Now I remember. That's why I trade it because I'm expecting a possible TP at $4. Sorry. Not the 295 because of the September 12th. I'm expecting a possible bounce. That's why. Anyway, that's why I entered it. I almost forgot. So let's see. It's also a possible sell on news. So just be alert. But I think it's already a confirmed reversal. Ting. And the immediate resistance 2.95, the support at 2.27, breakout to that 2.97, possibly the $4. Possible catalyst, the mainnet upgrade on 12, but it could also be a possible sell on news. So just be watchful on the date. Actually, I don't know what time zone is it. Just monitor their social medias. So I think that's it, guys. If you have no other questions, I'll end the stream and see you again tomorrow, same time. See you again. No questions. See you again tomorrow. Same time. Same time. No, same time. As much as possible. Um, I want to stream 10 p.m. Philippine time, but since I'm trading, sometimes I'm adjusting it. If or but may be adjusted, but may be adjusted if I'm trading. So there. Happy trading, everyone. So I hope everyone is still gaining or have year-to-date profits despite this dump. Trying hard. BTC is trying hard while some alts are already on green. Hmm. Tomorrow I'll open my what's that? Google Sheet and let's do some market valuations. I mean crypto valuations. did I bought the car? Oh, I just this one. Okay, possible. Okay. Possibly it might reverse. Yeah, this is the one that I bought. A long-term hold actually. So yeah, bye guys.